Well, let's go straight into our news of the week. It is brought to you, as always, by Eagle Mortgage. It has been brought to you by Eagle Mortgage for nearly 10 years, and we appreciate Eagle Mortgage being such a loyal part of the Grow Omaha Show, and you'll appreciate them if you're looking to buy a new house. You know, it's the American dream right now, and it's spring, so a lot of people are getting serious about that. So stop by Eagle Mortgage. They can help you with traditional FHA, VA loans, some specialty loans as well. Holly Schneidwin and her team at Eagle Mortgage will do a good job for you. They're located at 114th and Davenport, or online at eaglemortgagecompany.com. All right, Brad, a couple fairly big stories this week. The first one, Gamescape by Cinemark, an indoor entertainment attraction, will be the first tenant at the $850 million Crossroads redevelopment. This is according to Woodbury Corporation. They're the Salt Lake City-based developer, which has taken over the Crossroads and has big plans for it. The soon-to-be constructed building, we think it's going to be 92,000 feet, because that's what Woodbury said back in December when they took over. They didn't say the name of it back then, but they said a 92,000 square foot entertainment center. Now, this Gamescape is a new concept. It's from Cinemark, which is a major theater chain. Heretofore haven't been in Omaha, but they're based in Dallas, all over the place, hundreds of theaters. But this is a new concept. The only one that currently exists is in El Paso, Texas. This is expected to be the only one in Nebraska.
Yeah, it's great to see something new to Omaha like this, to be a real draw to that Crossroads area. You know, there's so many people in this town that have been waiting for years and years for Crossroads to finally get going, and to have a major destination. It's going to be a very good anchor for them.
Yeah, what a great choice for an anchor tenant. And this place, to get you an idea about what it's all about, it'll have a full-blown movie theater in it, but it'll also have a full bowling alley, a game arcade, laser tag. There'll be a full-service restaurant in there. So it'll be quite a place. Maybe kind of, think about that new spare time business that's in Lakeside, Western Road, but with movie theaters.
Yeah, replace the mini golf with movies, right?
Yeah, so that's a nice addition, and we expect to get more and more announcements from Woodbury about Crossroads as we go along. Groundbreaking for Gamescape is expected to occur in June. Well, other big news item: after 30 years of existence, Ameristar Casino Riverboat in Council Bluffs is making some big changes. The first change is no more riverboat. The casino will move to on-land casino services in a building. And the other big change is, after this $200 million renovation project is done, it won't be Ameristar anymore. It's going to become a Hollywood Casino, which is the top casino brand from Penn Entertainment. Big changes happening there.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised it took so long. Harrah's, they got rid of their boat pretty quick after that was allowed to move everything on shore, and Ameristars seem to keep it. And I think with the new competition in town, it's probably spurring some changes to modernize and attract a new generation of people over there.
Yeah, I think you hit it right on the head there. Now that there is full casino gambling in Omaha with Warhorse Casino, I'm sure they have to up their game. It's been so long since I've gone into a casino. I didn't even realize they were still using the boat, because I kind of thought they were like Harrah's and had moved to the on-land casino. But in an article that Isaiah Ong wrote for us in GrowOmaha.com, he said that it hasn't been announced where the boat will go. So I imagine at some point they'll float it down the river and it'll be used for something else somewhere else.
I thought I remember when Harrah's got rid of theirs, it just went to the scrapyard. So I don't know what kind of market there is for used riverboats.
Well, there might be a glut of them because people are not using them for casinos like they used to, but time will tell. Another big real estate development is in the very early stages. It's called Gretna Crossing. Now, Gretna Crossing is not to be confused with the Gretna Crossing Park in Gretna. This is the Gretna Crossing Shopping Center, and it'll be on the southwest corner of 192nd and Highway 370 in Gretna. It will be developed by the Lerner Company, highly respected local real estate company that really focuses on retail. This is a 70-acre site. half a mile of frontage along Highway 370, ultimately expected to have up to 500,000 square feet of retail space. The project is expected to create 1,400 permanent retail and service jobs, and no groundbreaking date has been set because it's really early. Brad, I think the story here from a Grow Omaha perspective is this West Highway 370 corridor is absolutely blowing up.
Yeah, it's exploded. Hy-Vee was kind of the first to develop out there, and since they started, I mean, you go from there all the way almost to 204th Street now. It's just everything is under development, and it seemed to be no end in sight to it right now.
Yeah, because that world's greatest Hy-Vee and indoor amusement park that you referenced has quite a few businesses that have already been developed around to it. And then the Gretna Landing thing that you mentioned is just to the west. We reported in late February that Noddle Companies is going to do a development within a development at Gretna Landing, 31-acre mixed use with a pretty large office building component. Now, the one negative we've heard about Gretna Landing is there are rumblings out there that Fleet Farm may or may not happen now.
Yeah, there was a real estate brochure that showed that lot was on the market. So no official comment from Fleet Farm, but usually the realtors know what's going on, and they might be shopping that around to see what they could find.
Yeah, my guess is if it is indeed true that Fleet Farm doesn't go there, if I were head of that project, I would probably go after a Target, a Lowe's, or a Home Depot. I think any of those would make sense there.
And then when I was looking on the county website after this Lerner announcement came out, just to the east, I noticed that CHI owns a bunch of land there too. So no announcement on that, but if they own the land, there's a possibility that they could build a CHI facility out there too.
Yeah, there have been rumblings about that for many, many years that they might do a suburban hospital out there. But like Brad said, though, none of that has been confirmed. So don't go saying, hey, CHI Health is building a suburban.
They just own the land.
They just own the land. That's us just kind of spitballing and projecting, if you will. Cool project downtown, taking a step forward. The city council approved a TIF application for a multifamily apartment project at 2226 Howard Street. Now, originally they were going to call this project Jefferson Place, but it's now been renamed the Mueller. That is the last name of the project developers, Brian and Lee Mueller. This is more than a $9.5 million project, going to be a 4-story building that will fill out just a 1/4-acre site. It'll have 34 residential units in it, ground floor parking. Really cool project. Brian and Lee Mueller are an interesting story. I actually met them for coffee a few weeks ago. They're going to be on the show this summer, but they moved here from Boston because they saw so much potential in the Omaha real estate market, and they want to do really cool urban projects, and this is one of their first ones. It actually fills in a little nice open space in a cluster of a lot of old brownstones and a recently completed 5-story building.
And is this another project we can contribute to the streetcar?
Yeah, absolutely. It's yet another streetcar project because it is clearly within that 5-block development zone. And many, many billions of dollars worth of real estate projects are to come along that zone. It'll really create a lot of wealth, a lot of jobs, and a lot of opportunity and badly needed residences in the urban core. Well, our final story of this week's news report takes us up to North Saddle Creek. Omaha City Council President Pete Festerson announced that there will be a groundbreaking for the $5 million revamp of a big chunk of North Saddle Creek. This is going to take place, the groundbreaking, Monday morning. And the project will increase walkability and pedestrian safety by widening sidewalks, adding a 10-foot pedestrian and bike path on the north side of the street. And it will also improve and upgrade a dangerous 5-way intersection, which is known as the Peanut. Yeah. This is that roundabout that is literally in the shape of a peanut. And it'll just be a lot better for the traffic to flow through there.
It's hard to believe that the Peanut is already getting changed. I mean, it seems like they just built that not that long ago.
Yeah, it's still relatively new. Yeah, but
there's a ton of potential in that part of town. I mean, around that Saddle Creek and area.
Yeah, the Peanut is at about 50th Street. So this is the part that most people on Saddle Creek, they think of going by the Med Center.
Yeah.
This is, you got to go up towards Hamilton and then you veer to the northwest. We're talking about that. The
Sergeant
areas,
Pepper's, Homey Inn, that kind of stuff.
exactly. When you think of that area, think of Sergeant Pepper's and Homey Inn. But there's a new coffee shop going in there, a new restaurant. So there's already a lot of momentum in that space. So a lot to look forward to. All right, that's your news of the week, which is brought to you by Eagle Mortgage, eaglemortgagecompany.com. If you like this video, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. And remember, Grow Omaha is not just media. This is a mission. We are trying to build up Omaha and make it an even better place. We can only do that with your help. Share this video with your friends, neighbors, and family.